Hi everyone. So I'm going to do a soft-spoken video today, and I am going to allow comments on this one again. I've only done that once before, and I think it's been about 6 months since then, and I told you that I would do that every 6 months or so. So I thought I would open it up to questions from y'all. Like, I love watching YouTubers that I know answer questions about themselves. It's like kind of fun to hear a little bit more about them. So I wanted to open that up to you for the comment section. If you guys have any questions about me, go ahead and ask them. I will, like I said, I always read all the comments, but I can't reply to all of them just because I don't have the time to. I'm so sorry about that. In fact, that's one of the reasons I didn't want to allow comments, because I just feel awful having you spend so much time writing the comments and not even being able to reply. But I will read all of them, and thought you could ask some questions. Now, I obviously want to remain anonymous, which is why I'm not showing my face, which you've probably gathered, because it's the internet, and I don't, I want to keep myself safe and my family safe and all of that, which you probably understand. But I thought, questions that are not so personal, like your name, your address, your phone number, stuff like that. So don't even take the time to write those questions. I will not be answering them. But like maybe some of my favorite things, or places I've loved to go, or things I like to eat, or that kind of stuff that won't exactly tell you who I am. So go ahead and feel free to ask whatever questions you might have. And like I said, if it's too personal, I probably won't answer it, but if it's something that just for fun I can answer, I would love to do that. So that's one thing I wanted to say. I have a little list here to remind myself. One question I had for you guys, I'm putting about 4 videos out each week now, and I've done 5 here and there. It's a little bit harder for me to get 5 out, but I'm doing like 4 once a month. I know it's like probably a lot of videos already, so I'm probably going to stick with 4 instead of attempting 5. But I guess I was just wondering, like, is that working for you guys? I know that that's a lot of videos, and for some of you it's maybe not enough, and some of you maybe it's too much. I actually don't know. I just know that I love new videos. Like, I get ASMR maybe more so on a video that I've seen for the first time than if I've watched it multiple times. So that's one of the reasons that I put the videos out so often. It's also a lot of fun to do, and I hope you guys enjoy it. But let me know, like, if you're even able to keep up with watching them, or if I'm putting them out too often where you're not even able to watch them all. So I'm just kind of trying to gauge how that's going for you, because I always assume the more the better, because like I said, I get ASMR more if it's a new video to me, but I don't know if that's true for you, so you can let me know that too. So with that said, I know that many of you are newer subscribers, say within the last like 6 months or so, and I just thought, there's so many videos, like there's actually I think over 200 that I've put out now, and it's only been just like a year, like just over a year. So I kind of thought it might be fun today to just like point out some of my favorite videos, to encourage you to like look back at some of the videos that maybe you've missed because you're newly subscribed, or because you just missed it, because there are some that are just my favorites. I loved making them, and I love the items in them, like, or the theme or something like that, because sometimes I did some fun themes that I've gotten items from different people, and so I'd love to point some of those out to you. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I have my phone with me, so I can look at my page and scroll through them because I can't remember all of them. I do know, and I've noticed in looking back at some of the videos I did at first, I tapped just a little bit faster than I do now. I'd love to hear your opinion on that too. Some of you probably like it faster, some of you probably like it the speed I'm doing now, because this is definitely a more faster, more aggressive tapping channel. That's something that I love, and there's not as many of them, so that's why I kind of try to tap faster. But yeah, in the beginning, if you look back at like my oldest videos, you know how you can click oldest to newest instead of newest to oldest, you can see, you know, some of the oldest ones, I mean. So I'm going back there to see what some of my favorites. Oh, one of the ones I loved the theme of was wine and cheese. I'll try my best to put the links to these in the description box. I'm really bad at doing that, but I'll try to do that, especially the ones that I mention. And if I forget at first, I usually remember eventually. So you can look back and see if I've remembered, or you can search, but I don't want to make you search, so I'm going to try my best to remember. And I love the film one. I don't know if you've seen it. I think it's called Film or Cinema, because I have like old cinema reels that are like the real deal, like the reel for the film, and they sound great, so it was kind of a fun one to do. I got those items from someone and I thought that would make a really great video. There's I don't know if I called it maybe Tea Party, possibly. It's basically one, again I'll put a link, but I used all these different teapots, like legit teapots. They're really cool, and they oh, I just clicked on a video. That's great. But basically they're teapots that were, you know, beautiful intricate designs, and a few different items that are like lovely sounds. Another one that I really loved was travel to Morocco. I've been there I think 3 times, and so a lot of the items, like, they're mine and they're from there, and they made some really cool sounds too. So that's one, if you're looking back for some new videos and you haven't seen any of these, that's a good one to try. One of my favorites is the castle video, because I love castles. Like, just, I like the idea of a castle. I wouldn't actually want to live in one. They're too big for me. I like smaller spaces. However, they're just really cool to me. I love the architecture of them, the intricate designs, the artistry. So I did a castle theme that I thought was pretty fun. So you could look at that. Travel to Ireland was a neat one because of the items. There's this really beautiful jug in it. It's in the profile picture for the video also, and that made lovely sounds. Let's see. And of course I loved travel to India, because as I've mentioned before, I did live in India for a while. So, you know, a lot of those items, they're actually mine, and so it reminds me of that time. I loved living there, and I love the colours and the culture. So that's one of my favourites I would suggest looking at. Let me see here. Oh, cocoa butter is one that I loved. There's this really lovely bottle of cocoa butter, and it's like a metallic sound as you tap on it. And so I tapped on items with that theme, but boy, my favorite item is that cocoa butter bottle, like metal bottle. Made amazing sounds, and I think I may have tried to use it in another video following that up later, but I can't remember which one. I don't know if any of you have seen my spoof. I did a spoof like a long time ago, because I had done a video, I think it was called Game Night, where I tapped on a lot of different games, including dominoes, which made exceptional sounds as well. But I tapped on the dominoes and this and that, and so I thought it would be so funny to have like a baby do an ASMR session, just like, so where you see the baby's hands just like you would normally see mine tapping in videos. Their little fat chunky hands are so cute, and they of course don't do anything that's like lovely or quiet or gentle. It's just like bang bang on the table. And I gave him the dominoes that I had used in the previous video, just to kind of, you know, make it a spoof, like here's my version and here's his version. And it's quite cute, I think so personally. My husband and I just had some fun making that one, so don't watch that for relaxation, of course, but if you want to see it, I think it's quite cute. I love the sound of purses, like videos where there's multiple purses that you're scratching on or crunching, like the leathery sound when you crunch them in. It's so lovely. So I did an all purses video, so that one's I would suggest too if you haven't seen it. You know, I'm curious about your opinion about this one. I have my vintage theme video that I put up a while back, and that one, just like everybody is watching that, and I don't know really why. I mean, I love it, but I can't figure out why it's like gone mini viral or something. It's like got like 170,000+ views as of today when I'm filming this, and you know, most of my videos have like 5,000 or 6,000 views. So I cannot figure out why that one. I mean, some of my videos have probably up to like 30,000 views, but like that's exceptionally higher, 170,000. So thanks for watching it. I don't know if there's anything especially great about it, or maybe it just went viral on its own. Again, mini viral, but for me that's viral. So I'm glad that people are watching it. Can't figure out what the reason that one in particular has done better. If you have any thoughts, I would love to know, because I don't have any idea. I did a glow in the dark video. I don't know if you ever saw that one. That was kind of fun to do. It took forever to film though, because it was actually really tricky to figure out how to film it, where it was just tricky. I'll leave it at that. I had to do it multiple times, but if you want to see something kind of fun, a little different, glow in the dark. I had a bunch of different items that were glowing in the dark, and I was tapping on them, and it was tricky to kind of like show my nails tapping on it, because it was in a really dark room so that you could see the glow. But sometimes it was actually hard to see my hand because it didn't glow so bright. There's a fun one that I did that's a little bit different than the others. Also, it's called Pampering Me, and like I used a cutting board and I cut up cucumbers and put it in some ice water and did some things like that. I think I may have made a sugar scrub in that video, so it's a little bit different, but I really enjoyed that one, and I think you guys probably did too, based on like the views and stuff and some comments I got on it. I did one at Christmas time called Hot Chocolate. That was fun. Had the whipped cream going. Actually just filmed one today also. So I don't know, it probably will come out maybe before I make this. Maybe you can go and look at it. It's called Sparkling Water, because I just love the sound of when you open up a bottle of sparkling water and the bubbles just come up fizzing. It's so lovely, and so I was hoping I could capture that sound. I don't know how well I did, we'll see. because like I said, I just filmed it prior to this video, so that might be a fun one for you to check out. Of course, that's a recent one. I did a treasure chest one, which I just think that was a fun theme. I like that idea. So there's a treasure chest, that's hard to say. That one was really nice. Still just looking through to tell you my favorite ones. Of course, I love the hair brushing. There's a couple hair brushing and back scratching videos. I love those ones. So those are ones I would recommend as well. Let's see what else is there. If you want to know how I discovered ASMR, I do have a video where I'm whispering, doing soft spoken, and telling you how I discovered that, so you could check that one out too. I love pillow scratching sounds, so I have a video that I love on that as well. That might be one you'd like to check out if you like scratching sounds. That's a nice one. I don't know if you've seen, but I have done some cooking videos where I'm like showing some recipes, so if you like that kind of thing, you might enjoy some of those. Now, they're all tapping, scratching videos. It's not talking or anything. It really is just tapping on the items that are going to go into the recipe. So even if you don't want to cook them or that sort of thing, you can still watch. It's just tapping and scratching, really. But I did like some different ones like that. Let's see. Now I'm really more into some of the more recent videos within the last 6 months. So, you know, you've probably seen some of those. I loved the What's in My Purse one, where I did one version where I was talking and telling you more details about what was in my purse, and I did one with no talking where it was just, you know, tapping and scratching crinkle sounds. So those are two that I really liked as well. Yeah, I think that most of these are really like more recent, so I just thought I would spend some time and point out some of the ones from the past that you may have not ever seen, just because you're new to my channel. So those are some of my favorites. Let me look at my list and see if there was anything else that I wanted to mention to you guys. I think the only other thing I was going to say is like, you know, any of your suggestions, since the comments are open on this video, you know, if you have anything that you've been really wanting to see for a while, you know, write it down. I keep those things in mind. I try to do videos that are suggested whenever I am able to. You know, like the 80s video I did recently, that had been requested a while back, and I finally got to that. I've had like all glass video that I did that someone requested. Sometimes people even request like certain color nails, which I can sometimes oblige, but not every time. You know, dependent if I have that color. If there's just something you want to see, of course, you know, make sure it's like in the genre I do. Like I don't do role plays or anything, so it's probably not going to behoove you to ask me to do a role play, unfortunately. You never know, maybe one day, but currently I'm not. So, you know, anything like a theme for tapping and scratching, or since I do soft-spoken videos once in a while, if there's something you have an idea about for that, feel free to let me know. Yeah, just again, thank you to everyone for watching the videos, and I appreciate it so much. It's going like so well. I can't believe how fast the channel has grown this year. My husband and I are both very appreciative for all of your support, so thank you again, and I hope that you all sleep really well, and I really look forward to hearing anything you have to say. Again, please note that I do filter comments, because I've said this before, but I want my channel to be a safe place for people to come to. I don't want, you know, any nasty comments or things that are inappropriate or quarreling and that sort of thing. I'm not interested, and most likely you're not either. So, you know, there's really no point in writing that, because I won't allow it. I check, I read them, and then I can say yes, allow or not allow. So, you know, I'd appreciate it if it was constructive criticism. That's perfectly fine. I love that. It's very helpful. But yeah, if it's something inappropriate, like, it won't go up. I hope you know that. So, okay guys, sleep well. Good night.